Hey everyone, welcome to another video. I'm really excited today because Markie and I are going on his 8th grade field trip to DC. So I'm getting ready and I'm gonna take you all along with me for some of the trip. So if that sounds good, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think and consider joining the community because I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So how are you? I'm doing well. I am very excited to, no! We definitely have to find, I feel like this has happened so many times lately. I'm really excited to be going on Markie's trip today. Oh gosh, I just wanted to talk a little bit while I get ready about this whole transition to high school for him. I don't think we talk enough about kids on the spectrum or neurodivergent kids and their transition to becoming teenagers and adults. We have a lot of resources available for diagnosing kids and getting them help when they're younger, but when they become teenagers, when puberty sets in and all that, I don't really hear too much about it. So it took a lot of researching on my part. So Markie is in a public middle school, and within that school, he is in what's called an ACC, is an alternative curriculum classroom. So right now he is not accessing the standardized curriculum, and he's also not on a diploma track, which that is a whole different subject that I do not want to get into right now because I have lots of thoughts on that. Anyway, he is the only 8th grader in his class. And because of that, I feel like I've had to do more of the asking about what are the events? What time is graduation? So he's going on a trip today and they're very happy to have him on there. I just think that, in a big middle school where he attends, he's the only 8th grader in this alternative curriculum. I just don't think it's a, what do you call it? Not a priority, but there's so much going on. I don't think they're necessarily thinking about him, and I don't think it's intentional, really. I really don't. Anyway, so he's going and I'm chaperoning and I'm very excited to attend. He's really only been on one field trip, I believe, in middle school, and that's where we went to a state park. That was back in 6th grade. So I don't know, were there other trips throughout the years? I really don't know, but my feelings about all of that and just really including kids and not just saying you're including them, like I said, that would be another video. Anyway, so I'm just doing a simple look. Markie's in the bathroom, and then we're gonna head to his school at about 9 o'clock, and then we are gonna go to DC. We're going to one of the museums. I can't remember which one, but you'll see shortly. We'll all be surprised because I don't remember. So I'm really excited. So the plan for Markie is to actually go to a public high school right now. That's the plan. And it's actually on the same campus as the school where I am working. So we will see, but I'm hoping that, I can get Markie in a place that's really gonna meet his needs. Like, Markie is a really special guy. He is so capable of learning, and he researches the things that he wants to learn about. When it comes to what other people want him to do, especially right now in these teenage years, not so much, but he is interested in learning and he loves music. Over the years, I've seen him go from not being verbal at all to typing words and spelling them to being verbal. And now, his speech is not so clear. We've got some mouth issues going on, but he's gonna be getting speech. And I just see so much potential for his life with whatever he does want to do. But I'm so excited to watch him grow. And I just think that the resources just really need to be more out there. Like, why do parents have to search for this stuff? Even when he was little, it was easier to find, but like, why are we searching and searching? Like, why is it not just this widespread thing, especially with the increase of children on the spectrum? I just don't understand. I do know that there are some college programs. I think there's even one, it might be University of Maryland, like that still give kids neurodivergent kids like that college experience where they can live on campus even if they're not, you know, getting a degree and things like that. And so I am glad to see some of the improvements that are happening, but I still think that we have a long way to go, and we can talk more about that. I do know that some of you in this community have children on the spectrum, and we've talked about it, and it's just very challenging sometimes. And it's almost, I don't have my powder, it's almost a full-time job to make sure you're on the ball with everything. I'm always feeling like I'm not doing enough. I always feel that there's more, or I'm slipping on something, and usually I am with him, because there's just so many facets that, you know, we are working with here. Today I'm using the Makeup by Mario powder. I'm gonna see, I haven't used it in a while. So Mark is in the bathroom. He's doing these like long bathroom things now, like staying in there for 30 minutes. And sometimes I have to remind him, like, if you're gonna go and do this, like, you need to go now. Like, not when we're about to walk out of the door, because it's just too much for me. And then I won't let him take his phone in there, because, you know, he's obsessed with his phone. And I'm like, nope, you don't even need to take that phone in there. Do what you need to do and come out. Like, but I guess it's becoming an experience for him. Graduation is coming up, and then, well, before the graduation, there's going to be a dance. So I'm so excited, because I'll be chaperoning that as well. So I have to see what he's going to want to put on for that, because he is starting to have some opinions about clothing, because he just told me he wanted us to wear shorts today, and I'm just like, okay, so come on, sir. Luckily, school is only like 10 minutes away, so that's great news. All right, I'm done primping with that. We are going to, I'm thinking, just move on to blush, because I'm not really bronzing like that lately. Let's see, do I have a bronzer? Oh, I have a bronzer right here, so we can. I'm gonna use this one from Dior. So the weather's supposed to be like 77 today, which is great. We've had a lot of rain, and I'm planting my baby grass again from last year, because they came and dug it all up. I'm switching topics, sorry. They came and dug it all up to install Comcast in my neighborhood. So pretty much everything I planted last year is gone. But we've had so much rain, I haven't had to do a whole lot of watering. So, but today's supposed to be clear. And then actually at my school, there's field day today and tomorrow. So I'm missing that. But I will be there tomorrow helping out. And we are really winding down this school year, which is so wild to me. First year coaching, and got so many ideas for next year. So it's been a really good year. I really have no complaints at all. So I'm gonna finish getting ready quickly. I'm gonna just put on some music and speed through it, just so you can see my little field trip look. And then I will see you for the trip.
Hi guys, today we're going to FRIZZFACE.
Yes, we are. We're going to Washington,
DC.
Yes, and we are going to have a great time. So where are we going? Well, right now we're going to school.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get on the
bus.
And we hope
bus number.
I don't know what bus number it is, but we hope it's a good one. So we will see y'all at the school.
Bye.
Bye. So we are on our way to the school for today's trip. How are we feeling?
Good.
Feeling great. Let's see. Can we go through this way or are they locked? It might be locked. We won't find out. I don't know. I know Markie's excited about these buses. You know, buses have always been an issue. So I'm hoping we get a Thomas C2 model, but I'm just not sure. It's not looking. These don't look like Thomas C2s, Markie.
That one.
I don't know if that's one of the ones. We're still going to be happy and excited, right? I'm just not sure what we're going to get. So, oh, Markie and I both have on our Gap sweatshirts. Let's show them. Well, we're going to find out. Hopefully he'll get the kind of bus he wants, but just not sure at this moment. So we're on the bus. Did we get a Thomas C2?
No.
But that's okay. See you in DC. So we're in DC, but the bus driver just pulled up next to the other bus and said that he had to stop because he has an issue and he'll meet us there. Now I'm not sure about the times of this trip because it's 10:47 and these are school buses, but I don't know if they're buses that have to get back by a certain time because elementary pickup and then high school pickup, then the middle school pickup. So I'm out to see what's going on. What's the issue? Oh, Markie felt the need. He felt the need because he heard it. We heard the whole bus heard him, or heard the bus drivers. Markie's a man after my own heart. I know that's right. We're about to find out what's going on. So there's some type of emergency, but they said there's nothing wrong with the bus.
Doctor, you alright? Why you look like that?
Oh, I think somebody's sick. I'll be back. All right, we are moving again. I think someone was sick, but they're back on. So I'll see y'all at the museum for real this time. How are you doing?
Good.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
What's funny?
Whoa.
What are you
Go to
playing?
the museum.
We are going to the museum. What are you playing on your phone?
Basketball.
Oh, okay. You want me to leave you alone?
Yeah.
Okay. Markie, how are you feeling, buddy? Feeling good? All right, let's do this. Come on. Hey friends, so we're back on the bus and I think my idea of an 8th grade field trip is a little bit different maybe than what it is nowadays. That's all I can say. So we had about an hour in the museum, and when they asked me was I gonna bring lunch or buy lunch, I was thinking I was gonna be able to buy lunch from the museum. I didn't mean from the school. So we bought no lunch. Now I did pack Markie with some chips. Well, we ate those because we just knew we were getting a nice lunch at some cafe here. So now I'm gonna be taking Markie to lunch because we're getting out of school early. I just have something different in mind for this trip. How are you feeling, Markie?
I'm good.
Are you hungry? Huh? Yeah, I know he's hungry. We did go to this auditorium and they were like, come get some food. But when I looked at the food, I mean, I would have eaten some of it, but I didn't want to eat in front of Markie. They had like caprese sandwiches. They had some type of tikka masala, something, and they had like turkey sandwiches and vegan burritos. And Markie was like, no thanks. So we'll get into something when we get back. All right, so we are on the way to get some what? Some lunch, yes, McDonald's. Lucky Markie. And that's gonna be the end of our little vlog trip. So that's it. All right. All right, y'all, I do hope that you enjoyed that little vlog. They did ask me not to film, so they said pictures were fine. So that's why you saw me kind of go back and forth from filming to pictures. But overall, okay. I think field trips like that to a national building museum, and I didn't know where we were going because actually the whole 8th grade did not go to the same museum. So some went to Air and Space, which I think would have been, I'm sorry, my hair is like not doing what I need to do when I'm looking. Air and Space, I think, would have been a lot more engaging for kids. I'm not sure about the other buses, but I know that 2 went to Air and Space and then 2 went to our museum and maybe some other ones, I'm not sure. But I think field trips like this almost have to be attached to something in order to make meaning. So I'm not sure what the children have been learning in school, the 8th grade that are in the neurotypical classes, but I think it would have meant more to them if it was attached to something that they had learned or they were looking for something, maybe some type of scavenger hunt, because the kids just kind of seemed like, why are we here? You know what I'm saying? And I know that whoever planned it had good intent, so I'm not really saying anything about that. But when I think of the 8th grade field trip, I'm thinking of maybe an amusement park or something. I don't want to say museums can't be fun, because they can be, but something fun that would really culminate their middle school experience. And this just didn't give that for me. So I really did feel bad for the kids. I did. I'm an elementary school person, so I don't know. I think when I had my 5th grade field trip, we went to a pool. Like, no, I think that was an 8th grade field. So I think I had a 8th grade field trip. I think it was an 8th grade field trip where we went to a swimming pool. And I don't know, that might be a little bit tough to do these days because, you know, times have changed. But something like that, Six Flags, but I heard the Six Flags in Russ is getting ready to shut down. Maybe go-kart racing. I don't know, I'm just. You didn't get barbecue wings?
No.
You didn't get barbecue wings because you told me you wanted McDonald's. I'll have to see, but right now we're still on lunch. I'm in the present. Can you, thank you, because don't even talk about I didn't get barbecue wings. I was gonna take him and get him whatever he wanted because of the food situation, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, you know what? I got to visit a new place. Markie got to see something new. And would I go back to the National Building Museum? Probably not. It just, like I said, I don't know if that's like a great place for kids, even middle school students. I'm not really sure if they really appreciate it what was there. They did have some different exhibits, but maybe if it was led by somebody at the museum and there were some maybe interactive activities, again, to create meaning and connection to the kids, I think it would have, been a little more meaningful. But I do hope that everybody had a good time, and I'm glad that I could take you all along with me and Markie. I am extremely proud of him. I cannot wait to see what he's going to do in the future, now that I feel like I'm really starting to get on track with more of what he needs. And I do attribute my job change to that, because trying to teach full-time and do this meaning being an adult full-time is tough. And Markie having some extra needs, I just feel like some things slip through the cracks. So braces this summer, speech therapy in addition to his regular behavior therapy that he's getting, really trying to get him in the right high school situation, and just continuing to figure out, I would say, what he wants for his life. And that's an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing thing for me. So I do hope you enjoyed this whole vlog, and still learning how to vlog and all of that. But I do like chronicling this, because I hope that it will encourage those who have students or children of special needs, and just see like how far Markie has come. I know some of you have been here for a long time and have seen Markie, and you were on Instagram with me with his school bus chronicles, and he still has this bus obsession, but kind of watching it evolve as a teenager has been very interesting. And so I just cannot wait to see where Markie goes, and get him in a situation where he can truly, truly flourish. So that is going to be it for this one. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another one today. I do hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.